Good morning, boys and girls. It is June 1st, 2020. It's Monday. I hope you had a really good weekend. It was a beautiful weekend. Sunny, not too hot, not too cold. It was a really nice weekend. I hope you got the chance to enjoy it. I got a little bit of sunburn on my face. Didn't even realize that I was out that long to be able to get a sunburn, but I've got one. I'm a little bit pink, a little bit sore and itchy. I'll get over it though. Okay, so we are going on with narrative writing. Please remember, a personal narrative is, what's a personal narrative? A personal narrative is a true story all about me, and it is memorable. It's something I remember. It's something I enjoyed. Maybe it was something I didn't enjoy so much. That's okay too. So we're going to go back to us writing about our field trip going to the farm, and we're going to break it down. So hopefully you did these 4 pictures like I asked you to, and to copy exactly what I did. So the first one is the barn where we went to see the little baby calves so that we could feed them, and it says going to barn. Remember, just make it minimal. It doesn't have to be anything big. So now you're going to draw that picture again on another page, and you're going to write more than you did the first time. The first time we said going to barn. That's not even a complete sentence. So we need to, when we open a book to read a story, it usually has a really good opening that catches us and we want to read more. So going to barn. Somewhere in my sentences below this picture, I do need to say that going to the barn. Let's start our story with something really good. Now, we're just doing this page today. I'm going to write it, I'm going to take a picture of it, and you can absolutely copy it. This time, though, I want your picture that you draw to be as detailed as you possibly can make it, and I would like you to color it, okay? Sounds pretty easy, I think, as far as the picture. And then I'm going to write here what you're going to write below it, and you get to copy it. So remember I said I remember what the weather was like when we went to the farm? Remember it was rainy and it was cold, and we didn't get to go on the wagon ride because it was too rainy and cold, and I think it was even kind of windy, but I don't remember for sure. So to start my story, I'm going to say, remember how lots of our stories, our fairy tales started with once upon a time? Well, we're going to start with one rainy day. See, I didn't even write this ahead of time. One rainy day, comma, my class went to a dairy farm. Does that look like a lot of writing? Now remember, in first grade, we don't do a lot of writing, but in second grade, you're going to start doing more writing. And you know how you guys lots of times would say, but Mrs. Bessinger, my hand's getting sore. Well, you're going to have to get used to writing more than just a couple of words. This is just one sentence. We're going to need more than just one sentence, and I'm finding out that I'm not going to have enough space for what I want you to write. So this is one rainy day. It tells us what the day was like, right? It describes. So one rainy describes the day. It was a rainy day. My class, I think is what I wrote. My class went to a dairy farm. What kind of a farm? A dairy farm. So that describes the farm, because maybe it was a pig farm, but pigs don't provide milk for us to drink. So it was a dairy farm. So we're going to have that. We got to feed baby calves. So this is what we would call stretching what we're writing. This just says going to the barn. This is talking more about going to the barn. So one rainy day, my class went to a dairy farm. We got to feed baby calves. Okay? So somewhere in here, I have to write something about going to the barn. And maybe I want to describe the barn. So let's see. One rainy day, my class went to a dairy farm. We got to feed baby calves. We went to the barn. We went to what kind of a barn? What lives in the barn that we went to feed the baby calves? Baby calves live in that barn. So maybe we'd say we went to the barn where the baby calves were so that we could feed them. Or we don't even have to say so we could feed them. We went to the barn where the baby calves were. That could end that picture. Okay? We don't have to put any more about that picture. We can simply write this little bit. Now it's more than one sentence. Maybe it's more than two sentences, but that's okay because we are creating a better piece of writing. Okay? One picture, more details with coloring. So in my barn, I want you to look at my barn. My barn was pretty simple, wasn't it? Just a barn. These are raindrops, remember, because it was a rainy day. Could you put a cow maybe in that door to say that that's the baby calf barn? Maybe that would give it more detail. Could you add a little grass on the outside of it? Like, here's my grass. Because there was some grass around that barn, wasn't there? There was, and you know what else was in that barn? Was a little kitty cat. Now, I'm not going to be very good at drawing my little kitty cat, but maybe you could draw a little kitty cat outside the barn. There's my little kitty cat. See, there's more detail. Draw your path. This is more detail. Give your picture more detail. Color it, please, okay? I want you to do those things. That's the only page you're going to do today. I'm going to erase this. I'm going to then show you more of what I want you to write on that page. I'll take a picture of it and I will make it an attachment for you. Okay? All you have to do is draw your own picture because I'm not going to draw the picture again. I've done it once. Now I want you to add to it, make it more creative. And then I want you to write exactly what you see that I have written on my page, unless you think there's something else that you would like to add. But remember, it has to be about going to the barn to feed the baby calves. Okay? All right. I will see you not in math class because math only has 2 math questions that you need to answer. I'm not even giving any instructions. It's all about adding a 2-digit number to a 1-digit number. There are 2 questions. Please answer both of them. Make sure you put your name. Some of you have not been putting your name on your assignments, and if your name wasn't there, you are not getting credit for it. Okay? Make sure your name is there. I will see you tomorrow, and we will work on the next picture. Bye.